Hey, it's Jessica with Ghost 211. Super excited to be bringing you a brand new segment called Mama Needs a Drink. And the goal here is to introduce you to some incredible local breweries, cideries, distilleries, wineries, showcasing what is out there than just the standard products that maybe you're used to having in your fridge or in your liquor cabinet. Because there are some really fantastic products out there, some brand new stuff, and we're hoping to bring it to you here so you can get tasting yourself. And today I'm starting with something really special. It is cider from a company called Millionaires Row Cider out in Summerland. And I actually caught them on Instagram. They were featuring a really cool product called the briefcase. And it is exactly that. This is the briefcase. And inside the briefcase is something special. 4 of their beautiful craft ciders. I cannot wait to get tasting these. So today I'm going to taste 2 out of the 4 ciders because Mama needs a drink, but Mama does not need to get drunk. So we're gonna start with the high and dry, and then I'm gonna finish up with their hop on board, which is a dry hopped cider. If you're not a big cider drinker, I highly recommend that you give it a go. Give it another shot, because I think a lot of people think that cider is something you buy in a 2-liter plastic bottle at the liquor store and it's overly carbonated and overly sweet. That is not cider. And there are so many beautiful craft cideries, especially here in BC. They are popping up all over the place right now. The selection that you can find at your local liquor store is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I fortunately live not too far away from Millionaires Row Cider, and they dropped my briefcase off to me right at my door. So thank you very much for that. Let's get tasting some cider. So I'm gonna start off with the high and dry. A little bit of a backstory on Millionaires Row Cidery, and I'll just kind of read you a little bit of what they've got on the bottle here. It said, in the early 1900s, some of Canada's wealthiest businessmen bought orchards in Prairie Valley. These dealings were transacted through the Summerland Development Company and its renowned president, Lord Thomas Shaughnessy. This is how the Prairie Valley area of Summerland became known as Millionaires Row. Some of the things that I love about craft products is the stories behind them. There's usually something pretty unique. So I'm gonna start off with this high and dry cider. So far, I mean, even as you can see in the bottle, it's got a beautiful golden color. Ooh, we've got some carbonation going on in here. It's all good. Cider foam seems to dissolve pretty quickly. Smells so good. Definitely that very light, dry apple smell. Let's give it a taste. And my tasting rule is always 2 sips, because the first sip and the second sip on almost any beverage can always taste different. Oh, we starting off good with number 1. Yeah, that is really nice. That is probably one of the better dry ciders that I've ever had. It's really, really good. It's not so dry that it kind of makes your mouth pucker up at all. It's actually really beautiful. It's almost like, I'm not gonna call it like a sparkling apple juice, because it's definitely not sweet or anything like that, but it's got just the right amount of carbonation to it, so it's very easy to drink. So number 1 on my list right here, we're already starting off really good, the high and dry. Okay, hop on board. I'm a big fan of dry hop ciders. There's a lot of different hop varieties out there, so it really just depends on what kind of hop they've used in this one. I'm not sure. It doesn't have a listing on the bottle, but if number 2 is as good as number 1, This is the hop on board. I love the labels too. For this cidery, it's all old photos of the Summerland area. This one is of the trestle bridge with the train going over it, and you can ride the train in Summerland. It is such a good time, so if you're ever up there, I highly recommend it. Okay, let's try the hop on board. Oh yeah, I can smell the hops in that, and it's, oh, I love the smell of hops, so good. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Still off dry like the first one, so you still get that dryness, but then you just get that little bit of hop in the back of it, and it is super, super tasty. So we are, I mean, already 2 for 2. I can't wait to sample the other 2, but like I said, I'm not gonna do all of them today. So we'll definitely do a second segment for Millionaires Row Cider Company. I hope you enjoyed today's segment, and I do hope that you give this cidery a try. If you can get their product in your local liquor store, I highly recommend it. If you are in the Okanagan area, do contact them. We'll put the link to their website in the bottom here so that you can have a look at the variety of ciders that they offer and where you can go and taste. Of course, when that's allowed to start happening, but I can tell you that right now they are doing local delivery here in the Okanagan. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will have more segments to come. I promise. I've got some really exciting things coming up that I'm super excited about. So make sure that you continue to follow Goes to 11. You can click the little bell there so that you get alerts from us so you know when another segment is coming up shortly. Thanks a lot for joining me. I'm going to see you again real soon.